But so now, since we are around back, let me touch on how to open the rear trunk, because the M5 does come standard with a power rear trunk, and there is the availability of a hands-free rear trunk as well if you kick your foot underneath the rear bumper there. But once opened up, cargo capacity is going to come in at 18.7 cubic feet. If that was not enough space for you, there is a 40-20-40 rear split, so translation, you can fold down those rear seats for a ton of added space if you needed it there. Making your way up to the rear legroom, there is 36.5 inches of rear legroom back there. So for example, I'm an even 6 feet tall. This is how much space I have back there. You're also going to find a rear armrest with cup holders, rear ventilation, but you will additionally find rear heated seats. That is a feature that is almost always an option on higher end vehicles, but it is going to come standard with the M5. But so now, taking a look at the front seats here, you will find 20-way power adjustable front seats. If you cannot find your perfect driving position with 20-way power adjustable front seats, you are probably not going to find your perfect driving position. But anyways, with 20-way power adjustable seats, you can imagine there are shoulder and thigh support adjustments. I've been playing around with them. And of course, you do have memory settings for a couple different drivers as well. But looking forward, there is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It is leather wrapped and heated, and with some of the most pronounced bolsters I have ever experienced in a vehicle, which I absolutely love. And so, but then when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you guys the key. It does have a heavy metal feel to it. Has the M designation colors on the side and on the front. Lock, unlock, and the lock button is the BMW logo, but also the button to pop the rear hatch. But I am simply just going to put my foot on the brake here and press that red engine start button located just above the driver's right knee. When it comes to the gauge setup, you will find a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, and it is actually fully digital. There is a speedometer on the left, tachometer is going to be on your right. There is a small M5 designation within that tachometer, which looks really cool. And of course, you will find your trip information, different driving mode information, and whether or not you're in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is going to be standard, but if you turn off traction control, that is going to put you in rear-wheel drive. If you are an enthusiast that believe the M5 should only be available in rear-wheel drive, you've got it. And then taking a look at overall interior quality, of course, this is finished in typical BMW fashion with the Sensitech dashboard, merino leather finishes throughout, aluminum carbon interior trim. You will find a universal garage door opener as expected. Also, one of my favorite parts about the climate control is it is all touchscreen in front of the shifter there. So to turn the fan up, it is simply a touchscreen that you press to turn that fan up, or to turn on the heated or cooled seats, same deal. It is all touchscreen. It's digital. It's pretty cool. And as expected, you will find ambient lighting throughout this one as well. But now let me take you guys to the tech on the M5. Up front, you will find a 10.2-inch high-resolution touchscreen display that will come standard with a factory navigation system as well as Apple CarPlay, which didn't previously come on all BMWs, so that's pretty cool that that's there now. And you can check out the basics like your vehicle information or the weather forecast for wherever you are in the world. And then of course you can check out your radio settings. And again, one of my favorite parts here, because standard sound system on the 2019 M5 is going to be a 16 speaker Harman Kardon surround sound system with 600 watts ambient lighting within the front speaker that I noticed there. That is pretty intense as well, and you can turn that off if you wanted to, but 16 speakers at 600 watts. I think you guys know what we have to do next. Let's turn on the radio and test out the clarity of this one. Definitely a ton of bass, crystal clear, ton of loudness. Didn't think I would have any issues, but really absolutely amazing sound system as expected. And last thing I wanted to mention on that 10.2-inch digital display there is when you do put the M5 in reverse, you will find a rear view camera, and it is a 360-degree view, which can be adjusted to view different sides of the vehicle or different angles if you wish. So that is definitely an impressive one I found about the M5, but that, as always, is going to lead me into safety. And so you will find front, side, and side curtain airbags. Also in the back, there is latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. Also, there will be an adaptive cruise control system along with lane departure warning, daytime pedestrian detection, blind spot detection, frontal collision warning, a city collision mitigation system, and an auto dimming rear view mirror. But in addition to that, also a driver's side dimming exterior mirror as well. Definitely don't see that on many vehicles out there. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold.
And it just might be the only thing